Zatiaľ, Katka, pripojím aspoň teba, že či to funguje. Ja ťa nepočujem, ale... Aha, dobre. Teda počul som ťa, ale v sluchatkách ťa nepočujem. A ty mňa počuješ? Aj v sluchatkách? Neviem, 10, 15? hm? Len horšie je, že tu nemám maxima ešte. Ja neviem, mám mu zavolať, alebo Maximovi? Aha, už tam je. Hello?
Hi, can you hear me?
Can you hear me, Maxim?
Yes. Hi, Vito. Yeah, I can hear you perfectly.
Inak za minútu potom začíname, tak...
Can you hear me? Apparently not. Okay.
Can you hear me? And can I hear you? Can I hear you?
You cannot hear me.
I can hear you.
Okay, great. But can you hear me well?
Just a second. I will say something now.
Hi, can you hear me?
Okay, now I have you on headphones. Good.
Okay.
Because before I had you on speakers. Good, I can hear you. Perfect. Okay, so I will connect the people and we can start. Somebody will join to you, or?
Yes, basically along with me in the room, my colleague. Yeah.
Okay.
You can see
Hello.
him. Yes.
Okay, so in 1 minute I will introduce just briefly Quant, and then I will pass the word to you. Okay?
Sure. Yeah. Meanwhile, I will switch off my cam, but when I press, I will switch it on. Okay.
Dobrý deň prajem všetkým. Dobrý deň prajem všetkým ešte raz. Moje meno je Víťazoslav Zákopčan, som zo spoločnosti Quant. Vítam vás na tomto webinári, ktorý je zameraný na inovatívne pomôcky pre lekárske fakulty. Možno tak pár informácií o našej spoločnosti na začiatok, kým pripojíme priamo spoločnosť Mosaic Education, ktorá sa zaoberá vývojom vlastne tohto vzdelávacieho softvéru. Tak naša spoločnosť sa zaoberá už dlhodobo výrobou a distribúciou učebných pomôcok do škôl, základné, stredné, vysoké školy, výskumom softvéru, hardvéru, komplexným vybavením múzeí, zážitkových centier a podobne. Na trhu sme už od roku 1995 a prinášame teda školám riešenia, ktoré im podstate uľahčujú fungovanie, vybavujeme školy v podstate na kľúč. A dnes teda prinášame pre vás riešenie od spoločnosti Mosaic Education, s ktorou spolupracujeme už viacero rokov, jednak v súvislosti s výučbovým softvérom pre základné a stredné školy, ale teraz pred pár rokmi v podstate priniesli novinku pre vysoké školy, ktorú už by som potom nechal jej predstavenie priamo na zástupcov spoločnosti Mosaic. Takže ja ich vlastne môžem teraz aj privítať. Maxim, so I just introduced our company and if I would like to ask you to join us. Ešte predtým možno teda poviem pár slov k tomu, ako bude prebiehať tento webinár. Webinár bude v angličtine. Chcem vás len poprosiť, pokiaľ niekto z vás má problém so základnou angličtinou, tak mi prosím vás napíšte do chatu a nejak sa tomu prispôsobíme a tie základné informácie, ktoré bude potrebné, tak vám budem aj prekladať. Maxim, we will just wait a little bit, maybe if somebody will ask for translations, so I'm waiting for chat if somebody will write that he needs translation or she, and if not, we will basically held it in English, so maybe we will wait just a couple of seconds.
Okay, thank you very much.
Dobre, kľudne napíšte teda do chatu, ak máte s angličtinou problém, prípadne kľudne cez mikrofón nám povedzte, že je potrebný nejaký preklad. Aj v priebehu možno tohto webináru, ak by ste zistili, že máte s tým problém, tak kľudne napíšte alebo sa ozvite. A teda vidím, že zatiaľ nikto nemá takúto požiadavku, takže by sme mohli začať a ja teda pekne vítam Maxima z Mosaic Education. Maxim, welcome here. So I think you could start to introducing the software, CADA VR and Mosa Medical.
Okay, thank you very much, Vito, for your warm and kind introduction. And ladies and gentlemen, I welcome you today at the webinar. And so let me first share my screen. And yes, okay. Vito, please tell me if you see my screen.
Yes, I can see that.
Okay, great. Okay. Yeah, as Vito mentioned, my name is Maxim, and we are company Mosaic Education. We're based in Hungary, and today I would like to give you overview about our medical products, which are Mosa Medical and CADA VR. Maybe some of you are already familiar with this, maybe not. And just a couple words about the concept of the webinar. So I will give you the presentation, including all the features, like main specimen of our library, and then there will be Q&A, questions and answers. And as Vito mentioned, please write in the comment section if you don't understand, then we will translate from English to Slovakian. Okay, and I would also like to mention that one of my colleagues today also will join us, Medovarski Dirt, and I think we're good to start. Okay. Yes. As I've said, basically we located in Szeged. This is one of the biggest cities in Hungary. And first I would like to present you CADA VR software. And the special thanks goes out to the University of Szeged. It's ranked this year as the best university in Hungary. And we have the Department of Anatomy, and they have the museum, which basically using a lot of specimen, real models, which we later digitalized, and I will show you, of course, later on, but I would like just to commemorate and mention them as an honorable part of this project. Okay, then I would like to give you some numbers that basically just brief overview of the project, that it took us basically 3 years from start till introduction of the project. 19 anatomy professionals were involved in this, and about 64 Mosaic colleagues, which are also professional in this field. And just not to overwhelm you with the numbers, just for the information, 280 3D models of real cadavers, then around 1,000 quizzes, and more than 10,000 labels. But later on, as I will show you, you will understand what I meant. And this slide, I just want to make sure that we're speaking about real cadavers here. So there are mainly two parts of which our specimen consists of. These are real cadavers and also fixed wet and paraffin embedded specimen from the museum. And later on, I will explain you how to distinguish them. And just a couple of words about languages. Now it works in 5 languages, but as we have already discussed with Vitoslav and our partner Quant, we
Can you hear me?
guys, yes, there was the breakup of the connection.
Yes, I think you are back, so we can continue.
Okay, I'm sorry for these technical difficulties. I hope that it's over right now. Okay, let me go back to my presentation then. And I don't know where I broke up, but I think this slide, I will slightly mention that currently it works, the languages of the software, it works in 5 languages. I think the universal language for medics in the world is Latin. And yeah, I mentioned that we already discussed with Quant and Vitoslav in particular that we are planning to translate it in Slovakian. I hope that you will love the software and it will be a good background to do this. Okay, I think to this we will come a bit later. And now, if you don't mind, I will switch here and I will give you some overview of the Cadaviar software. So to start with, basically here the application is very straightforward and speaks for itself. You just have to log in. So that's my name and last name. Here you see your email address, country I'm from, Hungary. And now I'm using this license type professional. So we will explain it after all a bit. It's not that important. And here basically you can select the language, you know, it speaks for itself. I will not spend a lot of time here. And another thing which worth mentioning, that it can work also on VR devices. Basically now it's approachable on Pico devices and Oculus. Yes, and the the devices, the ones which can be connected to the PC. Basically, there are a variety, and you can select based on your equipment. Okay, so now let's go on to the most spectacular part, and I think here basically the structure is based on topographical order of human body, which starts from top and goes to the bottom. And I think let's start with this prepared skull, which is quite okay. Yeah. So here basically I will show you that, you see, we made a tremendous work and we made hundreds of thousands photos, which we eventually digitalize in 3D model. And as you can see, this is the real cadaver. So everything you see, for some people, I'm not sure, I mean, I'm pretty sure that for you it can be not very sensitive, but for those who are not prepared with such type of the content, it can be shocking. But so speaking about the model, we see that I can basically rotate it 360 degrees without any problems. I can zoom in and zoom out, and you see that the detalization is very magnificent. And here, basically, as the professor, I can use this function of labeling, and I can switch it on and switch it back off anytime I want. So here, if we want to get more information about, for instance, frontal bone, if we click on this small hyphen, it gives the description and basically the term explaining what it is. And yeah, it basically applies to any other stars or hyphens, as they call it, whenever you see them. Okay, yeah, there are other very simple functionality. For instance, this rotation button, basically it can be handy when the professor speaks genuinely about any topic and he wants the students to be occupied with the rotating of this model. Okay, I think this function I like very much because on the other hand, it can be used by students as well. It's good for memory. Basically, if you want to memorize which part is which, so you see by pointing your clicker here, it gives you the description and the label. And of course, I forgot to mention, but it's never too late, that you can search for labels here. There is the special menu for searching the labels. And basically, you can search for the model here as well. And of course, very simple stuff. You can change the background, so it's just something up to your preferences. I would like to use this one because it gives you the topic and small description. Okay, and let's move on forward. And I think let's take a look at these special approaches of the regions of the head, which I also find very, very good and informative. So now basically, yeah, we can switch on the labels again. And here, if you see, there are different camera angles, or basically the concept that the topic goes more in details. It's narrowing down, and we can look at different parts of this model more in details. Yeah, I think here what's also worth mentioning, which we have not yet before, this filter. And I think it works very cool and good because you can filter, for instance, now I switch off the bones, and I can also do the same with nerves, or basically if I want to yeah, remain only nerves, so I'm eligible to do this. Okay, what else? I think, yes, quizzes. It can also be helpful to test how good the material is perceived and how well obtained the knowledge is. So basically, this is very simple quiz, and you see these are the total amount of questions here, which is 10. And yeah, ignore me because I will do it randomly for the sake of our time. Okay. So basically, the task is to place the labels to the correct position. And as you can see right now, I did 4 attempts and all of them were unsuccessful. But if I made the right choice, it would have shown here as the correct answer. Okay, and I think, yeah, let's move on here to trunk because I think heart and lungs, yes. This is also a very good and informative 3D model. Okay. Yeah, basically the concept is the same here, that we can switch on here on the left different parameters and sections. So for instance, now we're in the lungs section and yeah, you can see from the other side as well. So you can zoom in. So like everything which you are interested in can be viewed the way you want it. Okay. Yeah, let's go here. So I think it's good. And The other thing which I have not mentioned before, this is the drawing function. It can be handy for those professors and students who would like to highlight something. So for instance, just, I don't know, to highlight here. And there is also basically the thing here, which is called layers, and how it works, that basically you can create your own layer and then you can switch it on or switch it off. It gives you variety and a certain angle how you want to describe the topic. Okay, what else? Yeah, another thing, I mean, for those who can be a bit confused with the buttons, here basically if you point your cursor to any parameter, you see it gives you the small description. For instance, this is one about the labels that you can turn it on and off. Okay, I think this is pretty straightforward. Yeah, this is the practice mode, and it belongs to all of the buttons. So whenever you point on it, it will give you the description. Okay, what else? I think with CADA-VR probably, I don't know. Yeah, we have also full CT scans. This, for instance, yeah, because as I mentioned before, this is the full basically CT, and it's quite demandful. That's why the system gives you a small warning, but of course you can ignore it and just give your consent. So here, basically, yeah, the concept is the same, that it's the CT of the whole body. And yeah, you can also zoom in, zoom out. Okay, you can also basically, okay, let's zoom out a bit, so just to be visual. So you can change the opacity, transparency, and goes from, you see, like I just switched it off completely, it became black. But if you go like this, basically only the bones will be remain. And of course, you can select other parameters the way you want to see it. So yeah, I can, just kill the upper body by clicking this cursor here, or just put it back on. Okay, also different lateral views, for instance, this one. Yeah, I think the concept is pretty straightforward, but at the same time, it contains all the needed information for future doctors and medical workers. Okay, I think with CADA-VR we're more or less done, and of course if you have questions later on we can discuss them. And I would like to mention yeah, okay, maybe it's worth mentioning these unique selling points, but I think I already mentioned them just very briefly, that yeah, these are real cadavers. That's why the detailization is on the very detailed level. And of course, it's high quality models and made by professionals, approved by professionals. So we were in contact and basically working side by side with the medical university and also with the medical museum. So as you could see, I hope the interface is very easy to use. And on top of this, it has quizzes, also some theoretical knowledge, and last but not least, VR mode. Okay, and as I heard Vito mentioned new product, yeah, let's move on to this. And this product is called Moza Medical. So just a brief description what it is. So basically it is the collection of, yeah, it's fully online. So just let me log in to my account. Yes. Basically, it's the collection of courses on different topics for nurses, for future nurses. And as we think here, basically, it covers 2 years of the program. Okay, maybe let's go here. Yeah, because this view is more I find it more informative and better for perception. So as you can see, basically here it's the table of content, and you can choose the topic freely. So for instance, which one? The blood maybe. Okay, and you see it gives you the all needed materials about the blood. So going along with the different images, yes, very basic functions again, that labeling, you can basically switch it on and off. Here, that basically, again, the task, and you see I was wrong, it gives you immediately the answer. So it's already built in the interface, so you don't have to do anything with this. And okay. Yes, let's move to this one, because I want to show you something else, which I think the heart, yes. Yeah, so you see this is basically, yeah, like the concept is the same built in, but it's not what I wanted to show. Yeah, this one. Whenever you see this icon 360, basically it's 3D modeling encrypted in the course or textbook, whatever you call it. And basically it's not very much detailed as we seen in CAD-AR application, but at the same time it gives you all needed information, and interface is also very simple. Yeah, I told you about this labeling, and yeah, of course you can rotate it. Here is the function of switching on and off labels, and you can rotate it, and you don't have to install basically any additional software. It's already built in. And now let's, I think, because the best way to show how VR works is to demonstrate you some videos. And yes, so we have shot this video which explains how VR works. And if you don't mind, I will switch it on for, I don't know, 30 seconds just to show you the sneak peek of the video. Okay. I think it was straightforward. I hope that basically it was the imitation of simple processes, starting from washing your hands and how to place this and there. So it follows the protocols, and I think in Slovakia and Hungary the protocols are very much the same. So we don't have to adjust it. But of course, for other countries and maybe for Slovakia as well, so we will have to check it. But yeah, we are open for your suggestions, and we can run certain demos and collect your feedbacks later on, just to make sure it fully meets the criteria of Slovakian education in terms of nursery education. Okay, I think more or less we're done. Yeah, if you don't mind, let's move on to Q&A sessions. You can ask your questions in Slovak, and Vito will translate me in English. And yeah, I would like to thank everyone for joining and spending your precious time today with us. And feel free to raise your questions. We are ready to answer. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Maxim, for your introduction of these two softwares and platforms for education in medical faculties. Poďakoval som teda Maximovi za prezentáciu a teda pokiaľ máte nejaké otázky, tak veľmi, veľmi rád vám ich Maxim zodpovie, takže kľudne sa môžete aj mňa opýtať v slovenčine, ja mu to preložím, alebo sa opýtajte priamo v angličtine. Buď si teda zapnite mikrofón, alebo napíšte otázku do chatu, prípadne ak vás akákoľvek otázka napadne aj neskôr, tak mi potom môžete napísať do mailu, z ktorého vám vlastne prišla pozvánka na pripojenie. Necháme ešte chvíľku, možno ak náhodou sa chce ešte niekto opýtať na čokoľvek ohľadom tohto softvéru. Ja by som teda ešte raz možno pripomenul, že hoci prezentácia bola aj teda ten software je v angličtine a teda v ďalších jazykoch, ktoré boli spomínané a tá slovenčina tam nie je. Je tam potom tá možnosť, pokiaľ si ako škola aj možno v súvislosti s výzvou simulačných centier tento software objednáte, tak vývojári ho vedia potom preložiť do slovenčiny. A samozrejme, akýkoľvek feedback, ktorý budete mať, možno aj pri práci s týmto softvérom, potom vieme nejakým spôsobom implementovať do tohto softvéru prostredníctvom vývojárov.
Mohol by som mať jednu otázku?
Nech sa páči.
Teda ja sa skúsim aj v angličtine opýtať, pokiaľ môžem. So I have a question. I'm a part of teachers from physiotherapist. And our anatomy education is mainly about bones and muscles and about working it together. Is it possible to use this system for example, kinesiology and so on, like how are muscles, some muscles working, where is the start of the muscle, where it ends, about the innervation and so on. I mean, this type of application for physiotherapists?
Maxim, you have microphone switched off.
Okay, I'm sorry, but for me the connection of internet somehow broke down. Can you please repeat in a nutshell, because I only could hear some parts of the question.
Yeah, I was asking about if this system is prepared, for example, our physical therapist and our education in anatomy, because we use, and the main focus in anatomy in physical therapies is for muscles and bones and about the function of movement and so on. If there is a part of the system that can show our students how every single, for example, muscle is working, where it starts on the bone and where it ends and so on, maybe about the innervation of some kinds of muscles.
Yes, thank you very much for your question again and repeating it. Yes, basically the second software which I showed to you, Moza Medical, we have it there. So if you send basically the email to Quant, to Vito, so yeah, we can give you the access and you can try it out. I think this way it will be more, comprehensive and straightforward. Okay.
Yeah, thank you very much. I was asking because maybe I could miss something because I'm in a hospital in work, so that's why I was asking if you told it. I'm sorry that I started again.
No. It's no need to sorry. I think the best would be to try it yourself, because this topic is covered in this Moza medical product of us. So yeah, once we finish the call, I will send all information to Vito, and please send the email to Quant as well. Okay?
Yeah, thank you very much.
You're welcome.
Potom možno ešte taká informácia, pokiaľ by ste niekto z vás mali záujem o vyskúšanie softvéru Kada VR, ktoré sme si na začiatku predstavovali, tak kľudne sa mi teda ozvite a poslal by som vám nejakú skúšobnú licenciu možno na nejaké obdobie 1 mesiaca. Asi najlepšie bude, keď si to potom sami vyskúšate, a určite teda čokoľvek vás napadne, tak sa môžete opýtať aj mňa. Som v pravidelnom kontakte s Maximom a z Mosaic Education, takže môžem sa opýtať potom aj na nejaké detailnejšie informácie, ktoré vás budú zaujímať aj k jednotlivým možno odborom, ktoré vyučujete a ktoré sme nepokryli možno v tomto kratučkom vstupe. Ak máte ešte nejakú otázku, tak samozrejme kľudne sa ešte opýtajte. Kým tu máme teda aj priamo vývojárov z Maďarska. Možno pokiaľ tí, ktorí prišli neskôr, tak tento webinár sme nahrávali, tak tiež mi potom napíšte mailik a môžem vám potom ten záznam zazdieľať, aby ste si ho vedeli pozrieť od začiatku. Dobre, tak pokiaľ teda nie je žiadna otázka, ešte dávam teda šancu teraz. Pokiaľ teda nemáte žiadnu otázku, tak ja sa vám chcem teda veľmi pekne poďakovať za účasť. Verím, že sa vám tieto riešenia, ktoré vám Maxim predstavil, páčili a sú vhodné pre vaše odbory. A samozrejme teda chcem poďakovať aj Maximovi za jeho prezentáciu, a keby čokoľvek, akákoľvek otázka, tak samozrejme kontaktujte nás. Thank you very much, Maxim. There is, I think, no more question at the moment, but we are still in contact with the attendees, so they can ask me whenever they need something, and I will then pass you the request or questions about the solutions. So thank you very much again, and maybe see you other time in other webinars.
Yes. Thank you very much, everyone who participated today, and I hope to see and meet you again. Bye-bye. Have a great day.
Dovidenia, pekný deň.
Dovidenia. Ja ďakujeme. Dovidenia.
Dovidenia.